Click the subscribe button below to receive new videos as we release them. Hit the thumbs up button so others can find our content. For more information, visit thejerusalemassembly.org.
An Unexpected Journey. January 18, 2025, Wandering for 72 Hours in the Wilderness. By Ruben D. Garcia. As we await the snow and the changes that come with it, we entertain the idea that hopefully we will be the ones with less worries and preoccupations. We look forward to the gentle breezes and warm days of an expected spring filled with bustling joy and delightful anticipations. We embrace the spirit of spring in numerous ways to bring not only smiles but fruitful ending of winter. That is the pleasant surprise and unexpected journey where God invites us to challenge our spiritual lives to see both the world we live in and entertain the beauty of rebirth each spring brings. It affords us, every year, an opportunity to review what we have done and what we could not do. Every aspect of the earlier season comes to mind during winter. It is a journey that allows us to recognize that for some, life has been one of job successes, scholarly triumphs, career enhancements, and for many others sadness, lacking hopes and tears become reminders that we live in a world where not all things are equal. This unexpected spiritual winter journey has the purpose of enabling each one of us an opportunity to not only evaluate our spiritual stand but also the intentions that went with them. That is why during the Christmas holiday season there is a reprieve of our demanding upsetting emotions, and we entertain joy, laughter, and of course, our successes. This disparity of emotional sources and levels is what makes us human. But there is another significant aspect of our nature that goes unnoticed throughout the other seasons of the year, and those are forgiveness, gratitude, and compassion. These three virtues are the ones that bring each one of us closer to God, but it is at times ignored. It should be a period of reflection, but as I mentioned in the other seasons, the destitute ones can only dream, while for the ones that see life with unlimited rewards strive for fortunes, richness, and wealth. Thus, presently we find as a society, miles apart in compassion and kindness because of emotions that divide us rather than unite. Similarly, we find ourselves at a crossroads as Yeshua, Jesus' encounter with the rich man willing to follow him if he could but on his terms, but Jesus asked him to give all he now had from his father's hardships. Well, you know the story. It is a hardship that Jesus and his disciples entertained every day as they traversed Judea, and did this for 3 years. In some manner this is a journey we all will soon entertain, an unexpected journey into spirituality. Of course, today there is little attention to what needs spiritual exercise dwells. In fact, our daily worries and disappointing encounters aggregate our justification to do better, quickly, and rewarding, forgetting holiness. It has become an intrinsic part of daily existence that spirituality rides in the back seat of our lives, limiting us not only in misinterpreting what God wishes from all of us, unity, but we endorse the opposite, disunity. In fact, the road less traveled is a real concept for many of us throughout the year. Still, along the coming unexpected journey, we will entertain some basic concepts of spirituality, such as a realistic moment in prayer, supplications for better outcomes, or mental acceptance when expectant disappointments may be met. We do know through the Holy Scriptures that through genuine prayers and denoting honor to God, the Father, Jesus conducted his daily ministry as you will conduct similar activities daily. Today, we can mirror the same journey of faith by emphasizing God's intervention in all we do. Some interventions start by acknowledging that the outcome is decided by the universe, or God's will. The reason because not only the universe but also God knows what is not only beneficial for the individual but also those that depend on him, and yet as a society we are miles apart from this concept. The fact is that throughout history we have been in a continuous cycle of spiritual, emotional, and religious contradictions that have kept us apart for centuries. However, all of this will be clear throughout the year 2025. Disclosures in every field imaginable, inclusive dogma traditions will be brought to humanity's awareness. It will manifest a spiritual awakening of unimaginable proportions that will transform all aspects of your conscience reality. Truly an unexpected journey. You may recognize this spiritual awakening attitude as faith, and of course it is in some degree. However, faith cannot exist just by a belief in it. You must live daily as well as exercise forgiveness, mercy, and compassion. These three were the principles of Jesus and his disciples' everyday journey. Jesus knew that it was not going to be every day a day of success or fruitful ends, as the curse over the fig tree makes this point. Presently, all of humanity will be in a quandary that the eventual disclosures will elicit different ends from our desired realizations or expectations. What will be expected from us, as it was in the past, is to be aware that our deep ingrained sentiments will play a significant role in the outcome of what to look for. Which brings me to the core of the article. You alone are the individual responsible for the outcome of any situation. As the Holy Scriptures detail so many times, it is the individual spiritual feelings that are the key ingredient in the success of any endeavor. Simply saying, your belief in what you are trying to accomplish is the key to it all. Enable the individual to recognize and believe that his or her desired outcome dwells within the individual and must be brought to the awareness of the person. That was the main concept in Jesus's ministry. He often proved that internal faith was the source of an individual's feeling of being healed. That is the spiritual warning that today's humanity lacks. Our dogmatic organizations have emphasized that through prayer all things are possible. I mean this as an example, not as an insult. But these organizations do not emphasize that it is the individual spiritual stand in believing that the cure is within them. Absurd. Not really. Why? Because it was the basis from Jesus's ministry of which he spoke so often: the kingdom of God is within you. This may seem like a footnote in an epic novel, but it is not. It is the essence of everything we are, divine, and is what humanity will recognize as we journey into, for now may seem like terra incognita, an unknown land. As for others, it may be like a Greek tragedy. To others a reinforcement into something they have been experiencing at a lower level of awakening and delight in experiencing spiritual ascension. Point blank, my beloved readers, you will not be able to avert the emotional state the disclosures and exposures will bring. Therefore, prepare yourself. The emphasis should be, and I can assure you, it will be one of the essences of the adventure in spirituality we are going to meet during this year 2025 and 2026. Humanity must discover that all the spiritual beneficial possibility is found within each one of us. We are not subservient to any dogmatic organization that denies or contemplates that they hold the only cause or reason to be mediators in our lives. Jesus's platform for spirituality was a simple statement, and it has fallen through the cracks of time and been forgotten. But during 3 days in January and every month 3 unannounced days throughout the year 2025, humanity will be given the opportunity to experience and understand the meaning of Jesus's majestic statement found in Luke 17:21. For January 2025 will encompass the inauguration of a new president, a cessation of conflicts, and peace to stand. In the following months, the 3 days of the unexpected journey, more people around the world will be experiencing a spiritual ascension. It will be of such size that by the end of the year 2025 a quarter of the population will have seen the glory of God's proceedings divinely ordained. And in such manner, humanity will recognize that as a creation of God, we are divine in nature, and that is what Jesus articulated in his ministry. God, the Creator, God, the Father, and Supreme Source has been within us from the beginning and will be until the end. Your spirit, the breath given, is the divine essence of God the Creator. All you must do is believe in the Spirit of God within you, nothing else. Each human being has the nature of God, as Jesus eloquently emphasized. God is in all of us. I mean every one of us, there is no separation as we have been taught. Contemplate this: God, the Father, is viewed as the sole divine being by all of humanity. We are united in this concept but miles apart in how diverse we are in giving reverence. The final words of this article: the time has come to learn how you can communicate with God's essence, the breath, the Spirit. After all you have done with faith has been to create a deceitful understanding that through the mind Unfortunately, the proverbial ego has incarcerated your divine right in a bottle as to not allow you to see that all that you are is based on a simple act, the Spirit of God who has been living in you all this time. Soon to be broken by the spiritual awakening. In the next article, how current reality has denied us our divine rights and made us dependent on the ego and obscuring the Spirit of God through illusions and deceptions which can easily be done away through meditations. Once you manifest your divinity and follow to dismantle the 7 steps ego uses to lure you into denying your greatness, you will embrace the coming spiritual awareness with open arms. Peace, love, and gratitude to everyone. God is love, my friends, and so are you.